Hi everybody, these are our directions for our sugar and water mixing activity we're going to do. You're going to need a balance, you're going to need 150 milliliters of water, you're going to need 2 sugar cubes, and you either have a LabQuest or you'll have one of these little Bastien thermometers. They both work. At any rate, the first thing you need to do is you need to take your water and your sugar cubes and you need to find their mass and record that mass. Then you're going to go ahead and pull these off the balance. You don't want to do this next part on the balance, and try and be careful not to grind your sugar cubes around because sugar will fall off of them. But the first thing we want to do is set our LabQuest thermometer in there so that we can just get the thermometer to acclimate. We're not going to do anything, but we don't want to measure the change in temperature of the thermometer just from putting it into the water. And what we want to do is we want to test a couple things when things dissolve. And one of the things you're going to want to do is take a whiff, sounds weird, of the water and the sugar before you do this. And then wait till your LabQuest is all set. And then after you put it on the settings that you'll see on the board, go ahead and tell it to start taking data. Notice I haven't put the sugar in yet. You get a line on your graph that says it's going to be pretty much the same because it's not changing temperature. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and put the sugar cubes into the water and stir them until they're dissolved, watching what happens on the temperature on your LabQuest. When the sugar is all dissolved, you can go ahead and take your thermometer out and stop your LabQuest once the thermometer is out. And then you're going to go ahead and take your water and at this point dissolve sugar, put it back on here and find out if there's been any kind of change in mass. So again, we're looking for 3 things as we dissolve the sugar in here. We're looking to see if the smell changes at all, we're looking to see if the temperature changes at all, and we're looking to see if the mass changes at all. Now, once you're done with all this, you're going to have this filled with sugar water, and you're going to have this that's been used in sugar water. Cleanup on here is really important because the sugar will stick to this, so when you clean up, please bring them over to the counters, and you're going to see these waters in these bins right here. Please don't stick this water in the rinse water because this is the one that's got sugar in it. Dump all this water out. Just take it and do this a couple times to rinse out all that sugar. Otherwise, the sugar dries and hardens on the inside of the glass. And do the same thing with your thermometer probe. Swish it around in there a couple of times really well to get all of the sugar residue off of that. When everyone in your group has your graph from your LabQuest copied down on their page, you can take the LabQuest, turn it off, and put it back in my charger so we're not wasting batteries. If you're using the Bastien thermometer, you're simply going to make a small table and you're going to record the temperature change on that. And that's it for today's lesson. Happy mixing sugar and water.